It looks like President Trump has a problem, and it's hitting very close to home. A very high-profile friend suddenly became a very vocal critic about Trump's big, beautiful bill. Trump ally and donor Elon Musk just ripped it to shreds on his social media account, writing, "I'm sorry, I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it." Now, this is really the first time we are seeing a public rift of this magnitude between Trump and Musk. But it's more than that. This public...
Two questions for you as well. On the big, beautiful bill, you said recently that it is, quote, blatantly wrong to say that it adds to the deficit. You essentially said that an estimate from the Congressional Budget Office and other scorekeepers you believe are wrong. But Republicans like Ron Johnson and Rand Paul disagree. They are saying that it will add to the deficit. That is their concern. Is the White House's position that those two Republican senators are, quote, blatantly wrong?
It is. Those senators, it's not news that they disagree with this president on policy, and the president has vocally called them out for it and for their not having their facts together. I would add the Congressional Budget Office has been historically wrong. In fact, they predicted the Trump tax cuts from the president's first term in 2017. Their prediction was wrong by $500 billion. Those tax cuts had nearly $500 billion more of revenue than the Congressional Budget Office scored. And I would also point out, I don't think many people know this, there hasn't been a single staffer in the entire Congressional Budget Office that has contributed to a Republican since the year 2000. But guess what? There have been many staffers within the Congressional Budget Office who have contributed to Democrat candidates and politicians every single cycle since. So unfortunately, this is an institution in our country that has become partisan and political, and we are very confident in our own economic analyses of this bill. There is $1.6 trillion in savings, and our Office of Management and Budget Director, Russ Vought, is a fiscal hawk. He is well known in this city for being a well-respected fiscal hawk. He has tools at his disposal to produce even more savings. And as you know, the White House will be sending our rescissions package to Capitol Hill today.
And on immigration,
Boom. Karoline Leavitt just dropped the mic on CNN's Caitlin Collins at the White House press briefing. And folks, it's a takedown for the ages. Collins thought she could corner Leavitt on Trump's big, beautiful bill. But Karoline wasn't having it, calling out GOP dissenters like Ron Johnson and Rand Paul for missing the mark. And if that's not enough to get your blood pumping, Elon Musk just fired a shot across the bow, slamming this pork-filled congressional spending bill as a disgusting abomination after his exit from Doge. Even parody accounts like Not Jerome Powell are screaming, "Mammoth spending bills are bankrupting America." Buckle up, patriots. This is the kind of red meat drama you're gonna love. Let's dive in. And thank you to our video sponsor, Chapter, for the amazing and excellent service they provide to everyone in need of free Medicare help and money savings options explained.
It's very simple, and it's very simple to call our partner Chapter for your free Medicare help, free Medicare consultation at 270-467-2426, and tell them Kevin sent you. And while you have them on the phone, ask them about your Medicare plan. Ask them if it's the best plan for you, and ask them if there are ways in which you can save money. Or better yet, ask Chapter how to redeem your over-the-counter credits with the Chapter OTC app. The easiest way to redeem your Medicare Advantage OTC benefit and order from home delivered to your door, no out-of-pocket costs. Again, it's simple and it's free. Call our partner Chapter 270-467-2426 or visit them by clicking the link down below in the description or in the pinned comment, askchapter.org/Kevin. That's askchapter.org/KEVIN, or just pick up the phone and dial 270-467-2426.
This public scathing criticism is coming at a very precarious time for this bill, which I'm going to explain to you in a second. But first, when asked about how pissed off the president is going to be about this Elon Musk post, Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt tried to just brush it off.
It doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it.
So what's going on? And could this post by Musk actually change things about the bill in the Senate? So I've been reporting for weeks that the big beautiful bill, which includes Trump's entire legislative agenda, this is important to him, according to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, is also going to increase the federal deficit by trillions of dollars. And as you know, this is totally a Republican plan. 0 Democrats have been involved in any part of it. Republicans are passing this thing on their own through the controversial reconciliation process. Well, the thing is, as I've also been reporting, there are several factions within the Republican Party that simply do not agree on this bill. The far-right conservative Republicans and more moderate Republicans do not agree on it, and the House Republicans and the Senate Republicans also are at odds over this bill.
Yeah, let me say this. It's very disappointing. Okay, I've come to consider Elon a good friend. He's obviously a very intelligent person, and he's done a lot of great work. With all due respect, my friend Elon is terribly wrong about the one big beautiful bill.
The conservatives in the House raised this issue about the increasing of the debt, but President Trump at the very last minute basically stepped in and strong-armed them into voting yes anyway. Now, conservatives in the Senate are also digging in about the debt, threatening to vote no because they don't think this bill goes far enough in cutting spending, and they say this massive 1,000 plus page bill is going to drive the country even further into a destructive debt. And they aren't alone. Wall Street says the same thing, and now Elon Musk too. Musk responded to one of the House Republicans who actually voted no on this bill, who said that Musk is right, by saying it's simple math. So will this very public criticism by Elon Musk give these Senate Republicans more cover to feel comfortable in making changes to Trump's big, beautiful bill, or perhaps even voting no on it?
Holy shit! House Speaker Mike Johnson responded to Elon Musk's X post, where Musk labeled the OBEBA a massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill that would bankrupt America. Johnson's statement, as you provided, takes a two-pronged approach. It lauds Musk as a good friend who highlighted government waste via Doge, but firmly rejects his criticism, asserting the bill delivers $1.6 trillion in savings and fulfills Trump's America First agenda. Johnson emphasizes the bill's goals: border security, tax relief, energy dominance, spending cuts, and global strength, while framing Congress's July 4th deadline as a patriotic mission.
Well, this is the time when those negotiations are all going down, so we're going to have to wait and see. But the press secretary said again today, the president believes everyone is wrong about his bill. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office is full of Democrats, and that's why they're against his bill. And in the end, the press secretary says Trump is right.
Those senators, it's not news that they disagree with this president on policy, and the president has vocally called them out for it and for their not having their facts together. And I would also point out, I don't think many people know this, there hasn't been a single staffer in the entire Congressional Budget Office that has contributed to a Republican since the year 2000. But guess what? There have been many staffers within the Congressional Budget Office who have contributed to Democrat candidates and politicians every single cycle since. So unfortunately, this is an institution in our country that has become partisan and political, and we are very confident in our own economic analyses of this bill.
So we're going to have to wait and see how this all shakes out in the Senate, but they are on the clock to get this done in the next month or so. More on why the deadline is fast approaching coming in another video.
And something that just crossed, Karoline, how mad do you think President Trump is going to be when he finds out that Elon Musk said, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it."
Look, the president on this bill, it doesn't change the president's opinion. This is one big, beautiful bill, and he's sticking to it. Karen,
Thank you.
President Trump is sticking to it, and it is beautiful. Much like Karoline Leavitt. Man, what a smoke show. But 47 will reply after he is done taking care of business. DJT has a lot of work to do and much bigger fish to fry. He isn't going to get distracted by these social media squabbles. But tell me what you think about this in the comments, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, even if you're watching this on TV.
I refuse to bend the knee to their next endless war in Ukraine. I want peace. They want money and they want conflict. even if it means walking us into the brink of World War III, which frankly it is doing, and it's doing it rapidly.